One of the greatest written characters in the entire Sonic franchise is none other than E102 Gamma, or Gamma for short. Gamma is one of many robots created by Eggman during the first Sonic Adventure game, that eventually developed his own psyche and love for life throughout his story. But I'm not going to cover too much about Gamma though, as there are plenty of videos out there covering just how great of a character he is throughout Sonic Adventure. As of right now, we're here to take a look at his inclusion in Sonic vs Speed Battle. Now, as a starting point, let's cover Gamma's stats. Standing as the most recent very rare rarity character we've gotten, Gamma has 8 out of 10 speed and acceleration, while his strength stat is an average 6 out of 10. This means that Gamma has a reasonable amount of speed, and the amount of time it takes to build up that speed is actually pretty solid. Though, as with most speedy characters, his weakest link is definitely his strength stat, which can cause Gamma to take quite a bit of damage should he get hit by enemy power-ups and whatnot. But considering Gamma's stat set overall, I think he has a very solid kit that will hold its own in the right hands, provided he doesn't take too many hits. With his stats covered, let's dive into the power-ups he'll be able to use in the game. Gamma's projectile is called the Missile Launch. Essentially, this power-up allows Gamma to fire set projectiles from his cannon that damages the enemy in front of him or in the lane he last fired a projectile, as a special thanks to Nomblit for pointing out. The Missile Launch also gives Gamma a mild burst of speed while he's shooting until he stops or is hit by something. Although it can be a finicky power-up to use at first, mastering the Missile Launch is bound to make Gamma a serious problem if he's behind you. Therefore, Missile Launch is a pretty solid projectile, but can be catastrophic in the right hands. As for Gamma's boost, he uses the ELECTRO boost. Although it's not an amazingly fast boost, it can damage enemies and destroy the power-up on contact, while also magnetizing nearby rings towards Gamma for him to pick up speed. This boost is not only a strong offensive option, but it's also a strong counter to Superform characters who need those rings to transform. This power-up alone makes Gamma a strong anti-Superform character, even if it isn't the greatest for picking up huge speed. As a whole, Electro Boost is a strong addition to Gamma's kit and a very viable weapon for him to use. And lastly, Gamma's trap is called the Laser Blaster, a lock-on type weapon that targets rivals and deals big damage upon connecting. While it can be easy to see coming and avoid on its own, it's the combination of this power-up and Gamma's other abilities that really make this power-up shine. For example, you can pressure someone in front of you into moving to a different lane, which gives you an opportunity to either boost into them or fire a shot with the Missile Launch. The Laser Blaster is also a strong trap to use in first place, keeping anyone hit by the power-up behind, whilst Gamma dominates the match. Now that we've covered everything about Gamma, let's dive into my thoughts and final rating for E102 Gamma. Taking absolutely all of what we know about Gamma into account, I'm willing to give Gamma an overall rating of 8 out of 10. He may not seem that impressive in the first few matches, but with the right amount of time in practice, he has the foundation for one of the most versatile and formidable characters you can play as in this game. What does hold him back though is definitely his strength stat. In a meta where Mephiles, Moving Knuckles and Rusty Rose hit like absolute trucks, it's kind of a bad play to bring a character with less than 8 out of 10 strength due to how long they'll stay staggered for in compared to other characters in the game. Aside from that though, Gamma's oppressive qualities and solid stats make him a viable option to use online, if you're willing to practice and give him the time that is. As such, I just recommend you give him a whirl sometime. He's a fun little character, and who knows, maybe you'll end up in the Champion Leagues with him. But yeah, give him some practice, give him some time, and I'm sure he'll shine in the right conditions. Well, I keep rhyming. Alright, thanks for watching.